thing I wanted to ask you was, what are some of the biggest challenges you're sort of, as you're growing the company, what are
Yeah,
some of the biggest challenges that you're experiencing or have experienced?
sure. So, I think building any technology company or starting something from scratch, finding those early customers that believe in you, that are willing to take a risk, that are willing to try the technology without it necessarily being backed by any sexy logos thus far. It's a very special type of person, and finding those individuals can be difficult. So I would say you're going to hear a lot of no's. You have to fortify
Mm.
yourself emotionally and mentally
Yeah.
for the fact that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to give you a false yes or say that they like the idea or the opportunity, but not necessarily going to move on it. And then you're going to have people that are flat out going to share why they don't feel like the problem that you're solving is a worthy problem to be solving, or maybe they don't like the way you are going about it or don't agree with it. And then you're going to find a very, very small cohort of individuals that see the opportunity, that align with you in mission and vision, and have the actual autonomy and power to help align with you to be an early customer. So that's the first piece is, and we can talk about funding or how
Yeah.
financials economics work around it, but really it's getting those early customers because you need those proof points and that credibility so that you can continue to build on that. And then a lot of us, I'm sure, I've talked about this fairly often on the podcast, but it's then a race against time. How do you focus in a way that you can use best speed to your advantage? You're not letting great get in the way of good, but you're also not delivering subpar trash that's not
Yeah.
necessarily going to be well used by your customer base. And how are you racing against the clock because you only have so much time, whether it's you raised a small pre-seed or a seed and that's going to get you only so far. You're always thinking about the next steps. So it's that challenge of knowing that you're staring down the barrel, and what does that mean for how you focus, and what does that mean for how you develop a technology, which is again why another reason why we find that this qualitative data is so important for some early stage younger companies, because again their customers, their early believers, are so impactful to how they grow their business, and it's important to listen to them. So making sure that you stay on the front lines and continue to have these conversations can be the difference between us creating a viable, amazing company and us creating a company that maybe doesn't get to the stage that we hoped it would.